February 2025. We're going to be documenting the demise of the Democrat world right here, right now. Driving down the road, the weather's nice. God said, right here, right now. And here I am, right here, right now. I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, right here. I don't know if you guys recall, but you're looking at the building that Donald Trump, Elon Musk both gave speeches in prior to the election. And way down there is where we were waiting in line in that alleyway. And a perfect example of the demise of the Democrat world is happening right across the street from this place. This makes it very unbelievable. This is the Lancaster Convention Center, and it's attached to one of the nice buildings that Lancaster built in recent history, the Marriott Hotel. It's a gem of our downtown. High-rise building, hotel, right next to the convention center. It's a nice gig. Brings a lot of tourists to this area. These are some historic buildings, and as they were building all the convention center, all the development, they made agreements to preserve a couple of these facades of these nice old buildings here. Oh, Demise, you got me. It's been a while, Patriots. Oh, watermark. Oh man, I forget how to do it now. See, I forget how to do this stuff. Got lots of memes here. I got an hour. We'll just poke around for an hour here. How does that sound? Man, I got my chat back. Thank you, DevBot. Hello, Beverly and Patriot Roy D. Wow, lots happened since I last did a stream here. I think the last stream I did was sending Joseph up in that airplane, man. That was a great video, actually. Hi, Stua. Hi, Carol. It's good to see you all. And so much has happened, Patriots. I mean, it's just a flurry. It's a blizzard. I think the storm is here. And I couldn't be happier. So right here behind me is a business called, one of my favorite businesses to gripe about here in Lancaster, Lancaster Newspapers. Of course, this used to be a great institution back in the 70s, man. They had a right-wing newspaper that got there in the morning, and then they had the liberal newspaper, which didn't get to your house until the afternoon, because, you know, the liberals don't wake up until 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And slowly but surely over time, due to libtard ownership of that operation, they have gone belly up. Finally, it kind of leaves us here in Lancaster without a great newspaper, but we take what we can get, and here's where I think, we need a new newspaper here in Lancaster, and it's a pretty big operation. So anyways, paper's still coming out. They gave the company away. Lancaster Newspaper gave themselves away to National Public Radio. So now we got probably some of that that money and all those cheesy, sketchy accounts going to somehow or another fund the paper that we still have in existence right now. And the reason I'm rejoicing here is because that big red building right there is under plans for demolition. They're going to destroy this building, the building over there, behind this nice building. They're going to preserve this building out on the main street, but yep, and we're going to walk around the other side and take a look at all the equipment that's here to destroy this Democrat institution that has helped corrupt the minds of the people that live in this county for decades. And finally, it's coming down, man. And I couldn't be happier. And I haven't done a stream in a while, and weather's not brutally cold. So right on, thanks for joining me, Patriots. Let's go around to the other side and take some shots here while this building is still standing. Because it's about to be a big hole in the ground. And I couldn't be happier. So they got two gigantic buildings here, this one, and then there's that walkway, that elevated walkway between them, and then this other building goes all the way around down to the end of the block. Alright, I'm just a little rusty. Traffic noise is a little bad over on this side, but oh, right here it is. Okay, so this building here, they're going to preserve that. That's going to remain here. After there's a plan to build a new, beautiful high-rise building in the place of where this garbage building is right here. The Intelligencer Journal was the right-wing newspaper that they made go defunct. And then Lancaster New Era has been the libtard paper here forever. Whoop. And then right here, this is the plans for the new high-rise that's going to go here. Let me zoom in on this and get a good shot of it, because I think it's cool. And this is a retirement. Oh, here we go. Man, I forget how to do stuff. Okay, that big glass building isn't there right now. This is an artist rendering of what the proposed building is going to be. And everywhere that glass building stands is now the buildings that the Lancaster newspaper used to be in. So this is like an old folks home, and you can buy an apartment in this place, and this is kind of becoming my dream here. To get like a high-rise apartment in that building that I can retire into. Go ahead. So this building is not that old. It's a relatively new building. I think it was built in the 80s. It has definitely not lived out its life. It still could be something, but it's kind of just such a butt ugly building. I mean, this doesn't look anything as cool as what that high-rise is going to look like. So I'm looking forward to it. Another example of how to waste money. You build a factory, you're only going to use it for 40 years, and then you're going to be out of business. And they've done a good job of that around here. Like we've had tours on here with the historic buildings and stuff around here. Look at the luxurious accommodations of this place. Number one place to retire. Oh man, it's got a swimming pool and a rooftop bar. I'm 62. All the retired people hanging out there in the afternoons. That would be cool. Watching the sunset. Hope it's focusing for you there. Yeah, you got to be a millionaire. They're like 600 or 700 grand for a 2-bedroom apartment. Ground level restaurant. Maybe I could make like a realtor's cut if I could talk one of you guys into buying one of these. What's the realtor's cut on $600,000? Look at that. It's gonna look so much better. And kind of bringing Lancaster into the 20th century, you know? 21st century now. U.S. News. Who cares what they say? All right, now the other cool thing about this new high-rise is that it's going to be right across the street from this place called the Southern Market, which is a great way that they've thought up to preserve this building, which is a fantastic building. Just want to show it to you guys. This is an old market, man. I don't know, it's hundreds of years old. It's one of the first buildings in Lancaster. This is the front part here, and then that whole domed rear part was where they would have the market. It's pretty sunny. Oh yeah, Party Bonds. I didn't think of the HOA Association, man. Ooh. Yeah, you're right. That might be a hiccup in the plan. Oh, the sidewalk's closed. Jeez. All right, definitely fumbling here. Okay, turn signal would have been cool there, dude. But that's okay. All right, so right across the street from the new retirement community is this place. And inside here, they got this gigantic area with like 15 different restaurants. Stands, more like stands at a farmer's market. And they all sell food that is the bomb. There's like a Jewish deli, there's an Egyptian food guy, there's an Indonesian food guy, there's a sushi guy. So it's pretty nice, man. Pretty nice in there. And they got offices for rent. They got, the way they've used the second level of this building, there's offices all around the top. Here's another shot of what Democrat world coming down. Nice building they built 40 years ago. They fumbled their business so bad that we can't make this. Lancaster can't make money off of them anymore, so they're tearing it down. And look, Lancaster already, they thought ahead. They've already built a parking garage right next to where the new retirement center is going to be. So I don't know, man. I could tiptoe around an HOA pretty easy. It would be an added hassle to live in there, though. Lancaster newspaper. Wah, wah. So their influence will be done here. Things will get way better. There's the nice Marriott behind it. This is right at the core of Lancaster. So there's that Marriott, there's another Grist building, which is like a 1940s skyscraper, and then this skyscraper is new, adorning the skyline right here. be able to look down on all these historic buildings and stuff here. All right, here we go. Just so you can see I'm still alive. Let's see if I still remember. Yeah, there's a lot that's going on, man, and we don't have a space to talk about it anymore. And yeah, we're thinking about how we got a lot of work to do coming up still. Man, I could go on for about 3 hours right now. I got some notes. There we go. Let that thing loose. Let it loose. Tear it down. Build the new. Goodbye, dumb idea. Trina, we could do 3 hours. Yeah, there's like nowhere to be. That's right. But so much has been going on, Trina, that we gotta be watching that stuff. Like Big D and Cherry at the CPAC was great this year, man. Day one and the last day was just fantastic. And then Big D coming out with his YouTube in life now. I thought he did a great job, man. I seen y'all in all the chats too. So a lot's happened with that J6 stuff, man. And I think we survived it, you know. Wasn't as catastrophic as the left would like it to be. This is the Catholic Church downtown. Beautiful, beautiful buildings. Slate roofs. Saw a good one today where somebody had the bright idea of changing the name of Doge to the Federal Agency for Financial Oversight. I think that's the best idea I've heard since like Trump spoke. You'll see Trump too. He's angry. Yeah, exactly, Party Bonza. Make that a 4-letter agency. There's a lot of brick out here, Nova. A lot of brick buildings. Brick is an interesting building material. It lasts a long time. It lasts a long time. Look at these slate roofs up there. They're like hexagonal cut, decorative stripes across there. I just think it's beautiful. I'm really abhorred at the architecture of the last 50 years. I think it isn't that great. You got a flag flying out there. I think that's cool. I thought we were going to walk around this building, but they got it all blocked off. That's okay. Oh, this is the back of the Southern Market right here. This side you can see how the dome is there. And that's all open woodwork inside. Those are massive wooden trusses that are curved like that. It's remarkable. All right, the sound is pretty good here. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, we got not a lot of traffic noise and stuff around here, man. What's up, Jerry Plus? Good to see you, man. Hey, Sonal. Some of the notes I've been taking, let's just go over them. Okay, the J6 issue that went on at CPAC. I think we should talk about that a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to piss everybody off or not, but it seems like what just happened in D.C. for the CPAC thing was, in general, overall, it was a good thing. It was a good thing. But there were some noteworthy instances of, I thought, like, egos getting in the way, man. Jake Lang came in there. He wanted to badmouth CPAC the whole time he was there. So the guy who runs CPAC wanted him out. And he was totally within his freedom to do that. You know, this is his event that he's doing. And I don't know, would you invite anyone to your house that's going to criticize your furniture the whole time he's there? It's just kind of a thing where Jake Lang's doing some great things with some great J6ers, and they're getting support for families, and they're fighting with the lawyers. They're doing great work. But when it comes time to, like, working against CPAC, who's totally integral to getting Trump elected in the first place, is attacking your own, man. So I think we got to focus our energies in intelligent decisions, so we're not tearing each other down. We're building each other up and not tearing each other down. It's suicide to do that, okay? We got an enemy that's big enough. We don't need to find another thing to bitch about. Let's fight the enemy and not ourselves, I think, is that in a nutshell. I hope that doesn't get everyone angry, and I really don't care if it does. That's my take on it. And there was another issue where a lot of the J6ers walked up to the Capitol in a group, I don't know, 30 of them maybe, and they had a press conference where they were announcing that they were going to open up a lawsuit against the government for their illegal incarcerations. And the whole way, they had harassers, like, within punching distance of all of them at all times, man. There was no separation whatsoever between the people that were yelling and screaming obscenities and using bullhorns. Our group, the J6er group that went down there, was totally peaceful. They didn't have bullhorns. They had a press conference, which was totally interrupted by the disruptors. And it's only a couple of disruptors. There's no excuse for this. And then to have an entire platoon of Capitol Hill bicycle cops surrounding you the whole time, it's totally not necessary, man. So there you go. There's DC in a nutshell, man. A lot of live streamers filmed it down there and caught the whole thing, man. A whole hour of just ranting lunatics with police protection following another group of peaceful people around on whatever mission you're on, whatever you're doing. Are these people allowed to surround us like this and scream obscenities at us to no end? There's got to be some type of a solution there, but the Capitol Hill police can't figure it out. And then, you know, it turned into an arrest and it let out by lunchtime thing. I think someone had their phone knocked out of her hand. Whistle Pig had her phone knocked out of her hand. And before that phone stopped sliding on the pavement, she said, I want to press charges, I want to press charges. The same woman who was just shouting at them the whole way for an hour, screaming obscenities, vulgar stuff about your genitals and just every other swear word and idiocy coming out of her mouth, man. And her phone looked like she threw it to me, but the cops jump off. One cop, out of all the 50 cops that were around there, one cop jumps off his bike and goes, hey, no, no, no. And, you know, before that cop even got there, before the phone even stopped skidding on the sidewalk, Whistle Pig is pointing at Enrique Tarrio and saying, I want to press charges, I want to press charges. Make of it what you will, America. We all see it. Apparently there's a subgroup of people that can't understand what's going on. It's bullies. It's bullies. You want to bring it down to middle school mentality? It's bullies, okay? See, the Capitol's police are bullies. They enable it, man. So Enrique Tarrio got handcuffed, brought in, assault charges, whatever, and then he was let out recently there. And then the whole CPAC thing was Jake Lang and a couple other J6ers got kicked out of CPAC for a while. Jake Lang brought as much attention to that as he possibly could. He should have handled that in a better way. But that didn't help anything, Jake. That didn't help anything, man. I don't know who had the film. There is a footage of it on Twitter, and it's filmed from behind Enrique, and this girl came up on him, and next thing you know, her phone is flying across the sidewalk. You really can't see what happened. And that happened. And Big D got spray painted in the eye. That happened. I don't know how he kept himself from just demolishing that guy, but he did. Praise the Lord. And that guy's still in jail. His name's Paul Fairfield, a notorious local libtard in the area that he lives. And he he premeditated some type of an attack. That's why he put spray paint in his backpack to attend a rally with other people. He appeared to be kind of working in conjunction with 2 or 3 other people floating around. And yeah, that all got caught on film. Glory B caught that on film. So Paul Fairfield is still in jail and hopefully looking at some harsh charges like chemical attack. It was a premeditated chemical attack with a conspiracy of people, basically. He's out, Lee Bart? I heard he was still in. I knew there was a hearing yesterday. I didn't hear what happened. Yeah, Glory B caught the whole attack, man. It was great filming. It's actually really fun to watch, Glory B's thing, man. And I'll tell you, Glory B, you're right. You did the smart move with slightly distracting yourself with that dog, man. That was right. Glory B, we love you, man. I hope you're in here. So I think that's pretty much J6 world. Lots of J6ers. I mean, it was a highly, it was a good thing that all those J6ers were at CPAC, man. They all got interviews. Trump brought them up in his speech. They were brought up many, many times. In the meantime, Kash Patel got coronated or whatever, and he's in the FBI. And he said day one, Epstein list is out, and day one is tomorrow. So I'm really, really looking forward to things in the next couple days here. And I heard other things that are just too good to be true to believe right now, but we'll see. Monday should be quite the exciting day. Pam Bondi swore in Kash Patel. That was something. And the little speech that he gave after that was goosebumps, man. Goosebumps. So in the meantime, we got the Democrat representatives like singing songs and making chants on a cheap microphone out in front of government buildings now. I mean, when was the last time you saw something as absurd as that? And they're doing it. They're doing it. Yeah. So that's great. I think that's great. What else is man? Trump is bringing in all kinds of foreign investment money coming in with the open policies. He just freed everything up. The border is on lockdown right now. Tom Homan is engaged and being asked to increase his pace at which he's doing it. They're going to use Gitmo. They're going to be filling Gitmo up and emptying it out and filling it up again. And I'm thinking it'll be emptied out right in time for some big time trials that are going to starting up here in the next, hopefully, couple months here, for sure. These are going to be huge trials, I think. And then Doge. What Doge is finding is totally absurd. And America is starting to see it, man. I mean, there's people over 150 years old, like millions of them, on the rolls at Social Security. Now, take note that they said they're not receiving checks. They're just listed at Social Security. So these are people on the books. Now they're going to have to be able to look at the real information. Like the left keeps screaming that Elon's getting secret information. He's not. He didn't even look up the the payment systems yet in Social Security. He just looked up the list, the rolls, and that's the corruption that he found in just that list. So yeah, Elon's doing a great job, and I think it should be changed to the Federal Administration of Financial Assistance. FOFA. All right, now everyone's talking about Fort Knox. Is there money in Fort Knox? Well, we're about to find out. Elon's even talking about live streaming that. Elon got a chainsaw at CPAC. That was a pretty cool event too. Javier Milei, the president of Argentina, who is really great for Argentina, and when he was running for president there, he was using a chainsaw in his speeches and stuff. Well, he came out on CPAC stage while Elon was talking and gave Elon a chainsaw. That was freaking beautiful. I hope you guys get to see that too. Hey, Sapphire Patriot. All right, we got Nina Rice. Good to see you guys here. Well, here's a spot to talk, man. Chat it up if you want to. We had a great chat going on Big D's stream yesterday, watching the Trump speech. He did a great job filming that. That was awesome. Sherry had some great interviews there at that place, man. That was good, Sherry. We're looking good. We're getting it done. Recently on mainstream media news, a CBS journalist actually made the claim that free speech caused the Holocaust. Free speech, here's her exact quote. Free speech was weaponized to conduct a genocide. When you start hearing nonsense like that coming out of people's mouths, that's time for an intervention or something, man. But here this woman is on CBS, national news, that the FAA gives a license to broadcast this, is saying that free speech was weaponized to conduct a genocide. It's absolutely outrageous, and it gets crazier every day. More on the dinosaur media. Tom Hanks was just on Saturday Night Live. It's still on, apparently. And with a huge insult comedy thing to people who love their country, to MAGA. I mean, they are like kicking and screaming, but nobody's actually really watching them, man. Trump was at the Super Bowl. Trump was at the Daytona 500. Trump did a lap in the Beast with his granddaughter in the car. It's getting great, man. Ukraine. Zelensky wants the EU to get a standing army to come into Ukraine and help them out with this war. And I don't know that the European Union is actually saying no at this point. That's all developing. 1.345 million 150-year-old people or over are on the Social Security. I think more things are going to become revealed way fast, with a very fast. Hi there. With a very fast pace. They've already started, they've accelerated, but they're not going to slow down. They're going to get faster, I think. The pace of things being revealed is going to get faster. It's going to get more and more outrageous. There was a new tone in Trump's CPAC speech where he's angry, okay? First time I ever heard him kind of raise his voice. And so that's substantial. If you haven't watched a Trump speech lately, check out the CPAC Trump speech that he gave yesterday. I think it was somewhat of a watershed speech of his, all right? He has ascended the presidency now. He's got his team in action. It looks like he's going to get everyone that he needs. And they're firing people like crazy, man. The whole Biden prosecution team is gone from the Department of Justice. Pam Bondi's been moved in there. She is close buds with Kash Patel at the FBI, and that's the team. That's the teamwork right there that's going to make the dream work. And these people have not been held accountable for this. We got to get to the bottom of why our Congress has totally lost control of our government. Why are these organizations all running everything that happens in America, making up new laws left and right? I thought that was a Supreme Court decision last summer when the Chevron doctrine got shot down, you know? Bureaucracies cannot create law, cannot create regulations, yet they've been doing it for 40 years and nobody said a thing about it, you know? Is he acting director of the ATF too? Right on. Yeah, things are happening, man. Trump's already got several prisoners released. The whole Middle East thing that shouldn't have happened. I mean, that was, October 7th was another crazy 9/11 event that nobody knows why it kept happening or why it was allowed to happen for so long with no response. Yeah, Trump had a speech down in Miami at something called the Future Investment Initiative, and I think that brought like $200 or $300 billion worth of investment back into the country here. The whole tariff thing is working as Trump planned. Okay, he just told Germany that we're going to put a 25% tariff on your cars that come over to America because you put a 25% tariff on our cars that come over to Germany, okay? That's the way it's been going on. We pay 25%, and up until Trump said that, they've been paying 2.5% tariffs on the cars coming our way. So reciprocal tariffs says, all right, you charge 25, we charge 25, which sounds like common sense to me. And already Germany has backed down on that. They are going to reduce the tariff for American cars in Germany, which means we're going to sell more American cars in Germany now. We are not handicapped by the tariff system in Germany. And that's the whole idea with the tariffs. You don't just go 100% tariff, you know. You're charging 100% tariff if that country's charging 100% tariff on us. We win in every one of those battles, okay? In every one of them conflicts with tariffs, we're going to win every single one of them. And the result is going to be free trade in the whole world. So once everybody comes to their senses and goes, oh, it's reciprocal. I treat you how you treat me. Love your neighbor as yourself. Basic morals. As soon as the people come around to that, they're going to realize it's an open economy. It is a global economy. But you don't have to get hindered or hamstrung in all these countries with their tariffs. Makes a lot of sense to me, man. Sherry's heading home. I saw your post, Sherry. That was a long tour of duty. You deserve a definite rest right now. And we'll just watch what's going on, man. We'll just watch. We'll figure it out, Patriots. It's day by day, hour by hour, but things are starting to go our way, man. Things are starting to go our way. What else I got? That's about all I got written down. A lot has happened. We still got Tina Peters sitting in jail. We still got Jeremy Brown sitting in jail, and a couple of other J6ers, man. That's a problem. That's a problem. So, lo and behold, God's got me reading the book of Judges for, I don't know why. I just went to bed one night and went, gosh, I'll start reading the book of Judges. The book of Judges is how God delivered the land to Israel, his people. Once they were his people, he said, I'm going to bring you into a land of milk and honey. And Joshua led them in there, but he didn't get all of it at the same time, you know. He sent in the first order that God gave the tribes was at, Judah. Go in and take the land. And Judah said, okay. And then they went to the other tribe, Simeon, and said, hey, they made a side deal on God. God told Judah to go in and take the land, take their land that was designated to them. The first command God gave them, they disobeyed. Judah went to Simeon and said, hey, if you go in to battle with us, we'll go into battle with you when God sends you in to take your land over. And Simeon went, yeah, okay, we'll help you out. So they disobeyed from the get-go. And then God didn't deliver the whole land to them eventually. They had a lot of trouble, man. They went up and down. There was a couple hundred years in this period of time. And Israel would get in trouble. They would appeal to God. They would get on their knees. They would get back to pleading to God to deliver them because they got surrounded again. And God would send them judges every 7,500 years, okay? A judge would come along. The judge would straighten everything out. And then, they were delivered by this judge. And then everything would be peaceful till the judge died. And then the people start murmuring and getting in trouble again, you know? So it's man's natural personality to be competitive, to be contentual, I think. It's the contentious nature of man is inherent in all of us, and that's what we got to pray to subdue. We can't get rid of that on our own, man. We need God's help to make us not so contentious, make us not so hateful. There's some people I love to hate, you know, but we're told don't hate them, so I don't hate them, technically. So I thought the book of Judges was interesting. God would bring a judge, they would get some more land. The whole story of Israel and how the tribes eventually got annihilated and scattered on the four corners of the earth is a really interesting story. And it's what God was trying to tell us. With knowing that there would be language barriers, God came up with a way to communicate his message to us. But you got to read the Bible to understand it, you know. You got to read the Bible to understand how God thinks, what he does, how he acts, you know. And it helps to have a better understanding of how God allows his influence into this world. So, all right, I'm working. I literally was driving down the road and like, I just was like, wow, now would be a great time to film this demise of democracy that's coming down right here. They built that building in 1985 and they were so dumb that it's going to get torn down. I mean, due to Democrat leadership. And it's costing them money. But then they tried to get out of it, and now it's costing us money because somehow or another, NPR money, PBS money is getting into that company right now. Oh, that's none of your business, troll. See, and then the trolls come out too. So you're all seeing what trolls are. They're people that are jealous because we're famous and nobody would even listen to a word that they would say unless they jumped into our chat and said that stuff. And then they try to make a Twitch channel and get everybody to hate us. And it's really a sad reality that that's getting exposed too. It was really funny when I was watching that Trump speech yesterday. In the chat, you know how the trolls, they all start smashing that smiley button after you block them and they can't make any stupid comments. They'll just watch the video and smash the smiley button. I don't know why they do that, but that's what they do. And it occurred to me that those trolls wouldn't be listening to Trump unless they were trying to be bullies to us. They want to like inflict harm to us, misery. They want to inflict misery to us somehow, but they are actually sitting there listening to what Trump is saying. Isn't that interesting? And we told them about God and Jesus, you know, for the whole time they were pissing, you know, trying to piss us off. So it is a beautiful thing seeing how God works. This was definitely God delivered us on this. We didn't do this ourselves, man. Things happen. We can learn and get better. We got to learn and make sure it doesn't happen again. And we're still learning every day. We're going to have to raise up a generation of really strong kids right now. Well, one of these days we might go in there. What? I think I'm going to wind this stream down, man. Felt good to get back on. Remember how to get my watermark in and all that stuff. Good to see all you guys. We'll figure a way out to stay together and communicate. I think we're still communicating, but I think we could improve on that, and something will happen. Somebody will start something up in the evenings, or something. Something will happen. God will lay out the plan. There is absolutely no doubt about it, man. Yeah, smash the like, everybody. We got to support our live streamers. I got a P.O. box. That's the only way to donate to me right now. It's in the description. If you feel so moved to help support us doing this, that would help, man. In the meantime, I'm working a little bit here and there. I don't have as much free time and stuff. Trina, it's so good to see you. Sydney W, so good to see you. Sapphire, I miss you. You had that post with the coffee pot, or Trooper might have done it, but man, I saw that blue coffee pot. I was like, wow. Every once in a while, I sit back and go, wow, over everything that has just happened over the last couple of years, and it's wild. One day the stories will be told. So God bless you all, Patriots. We'll be back. I'm still in the game. God bless you. This is Jericho over and out.